Welcome to the Can Wine Podcast, where we open cans of wine and talk about it. This is our Season 4, Episode 34. And today we're jetting away from our time spent in YYZ, also known as Toronto, in our previous episode, the Canned Beer Podcast. I hope you all had a good laugh at the April Fool's joke that was. And we're heading to northeastern Italy. But before we get on our Cantastic journey, we have to talk about our wine nerd word of the week. And our wine nerd word of the week is terpene. Terpenes are organic compounds produced in grapes which have very strong aromas. Most typically, these are found in grapes like Muscat, Riesling, and Gewürztraminer. Maybe I got that one. I was worried about saying it because some of these things like Gewürztraminer are just crazy to pronounce. But they have these compounds and they have a particularly strong aroma. And as you can imagine from the name terpenes, they're organic chemical compounds. So produced when the fermentation creates alcohol. And speaking of fermentation, let's find out about our can of the week. Kenny, are you there?
I sure am, Brad.
Where do we find you on your traveling wine adventure today?
Well, I'm way up north in a community, Gillam. I'm right here in the center of all these massive dams, hydro dams. So this was one of the communities that was built as a result of those dams, and now it's a beautiful community way up north. Lots of snow and still crazy cold here.
Oh, great. And can you drive in, or did you have to fly in?
No, you can actually drive into this one, but however, I flew most of the way, and then I had a helper that came and picked me up at the airport and took me up north for the other short jaunt of only about 100 kilometers north of Gillam, Manitoba.
All right. And you're right on the rail line that goes up to the Arctic Ocean to Churchill, right?
Correct. Right on, yeah. I even took a picture. I was standing on the line today, and I took a selfie of myself there. So it's kind of a classic line, and we're hoping that line gets a lot more used. Maybe with all of these development issues coming up here in Canada, that maybe that port will become more useful, and there'll be more economic development generating from the north, from that Churchill area.
Oh, that's great. And I've traveled on that railway. It's quite a bumpy ride, but it was an interesting experience, and one that I would consider doing again if there was ever an option to do that. But tell us about our can of the week this week.
Well, the can of the week this week is a Frico Lambrusco by Scarpetta, and it's a small can, a 250 ml can, and the alcohol volume of this particular wine is 9.5%.
So there we are. Well, that's great. And yes, this comes from the northern Italy. The growth area is called Emilia, and it's fermented in stainless steel using the Charmat method, which keeps the carbon dioxide in and results in some carbonation, kind of a champagne style, but not really the champagne style. I picked it up at Warehouse Wines in Danbury, Connecticut, and it has this fantastic artwork on it. You can see of a large hog by Anton Dale. Did a pen drawing on there, and it's quite interesting. And the grapes are Salnino, Maestri, and Gasparosa. So local grapes from Italy. And that's what we have. Now, Kenny, are you there? And can you tell us what we do in the Canned Wine Podcast?
Yes, I'm certainly here. We open wine, we taste it, and we talk about it.
And what does the wine come in? A box?
Oh no, it's a canned wine.
Great. Well, we've talked a little bit about this one. I think we tried this one in a previous vintage. Are you ready to open this can, Kenny?
I sure am.
Quick countdown, and then give me 2 seconds and we'll open it quietly. 5, 4, 1, go. Very nice. A very good sparkle to it. Dark ruby color. I'm smelling red currant, maybe some cherry flavors, and strawberries. What are you smelling?
Yeah, I smell raspberry. I like the flavor. It's very zingy, if that's a wine word.
Yeah, it does have a zing to it. That's the carbonation, and it's well carbonated. I like that. Now, they recommend that you could eat this with the cheese, some prosciutto, or even pizza. I would really enjoy this with the pizza. Mine is fairly chilled, and I think that's a good way to serve it, and it's really doing well. So, our shout out today goes to our friends Ravi and Salosh, who are flying out to New York for a visit, and we're looking forward to enjoying this wine with them. And also Stephen, looking forward to you returning to the area, and to my sister, who I'm very glad she is on the mend. A lot of late season people getting sick and stuff, so let's all stay healthy and enjoy some good wine. Hear, hear. And then we're going to transition right into rosé, which is a really popular category for canned wines. So we hope to hear from you again not too long.
You bet.
All right. And our head scratcher this week is, who is the artist whose fantastic pig drawings, I guess porcine is the term whose porcine artwork appears on this can? I said it earlier, and if you want to listen, you can, or look it up online. There's a really good fact sheet on this one, and I've had a previous vintage of this. I quite like this wine. So who is that artist? And answer that. We'll send you out one of these fantastic postcards. I'm going to post up some pictures of some of the people that have received them. We're hoping that everybody's getting them and enjoying them, because we really appreciate the fans. We have 8.5 billion people in the world, and only an exclusive club is watching this. So if you're listening and enjoying it and getting this postcard, you're very special. And we think that too. We're just not making it up. So in closing, thank you for tuning into the Can Wine Podcast, where we open cans of wine and talk about it. And remember to enjoy responsibly. Just because it comes in a very cool can with a fancy porcine artwork on it doesn't mean you should drink and drive. The Can Wine Podcast is a Center Stage Productions. All rights reserved.